Happy New Year's Eve. Wow, it's hard to believe that a whole year has just gone that fast. But I'm looking forward to 2022 because great things can happen. And I have big goals for my garden. Every year I'm hoping that it becomes more productive than it was the year before. Last summer was a little bit hard because we had such a long streak of really hot weather. And then we had streaks of cold weather. And our plants didn't really know what to make of it. But I got tomatoes. And I got garlic. I got a few onions. And I got some greens. My peppers didn't do diddly squat. So I'm hoping that this year in 22 is more productive. I'll try really hard. Well, this time of year, I tend to get things in the mail. I'm going to call this a mail call even though it isn't really. I'll put it in my mail call folder just because it has to do with something that came in the mail. And I know I'll get more, and that is seed catalogs. So right now I have only 4 seed catalogs that have arrived. I was waiting patiently for one in particular, and it came today. So I'm so happy. But several days ago, I got this little one. And I don't know if that shows up forward or backward. It looks like it's going to be forward. I don't recall that I've ever ordered from this company, but they had my name. And I don't recall that I've ever gotten this little catalog before. But it has nice little colored pictures. It's called Seeds and Such. And they are located in Augusta, Georgia. Seeds and Such. So another catalog, and I think this was the first one that I got, is from Territorial Seed Company. They have color pictures too, but they have regular paper instead of the shiny paper, I think, so that it's a little more economical to make the catalog. It's a nice thick catalog. They've got, let's see if we've got page numbers here, 152 pages. And this seed company is right here in Oregon, in Cottage Grove, Oregon, which is probably maybe 230 miles from, well, probably more like 250 miles from where I live. So this is Territorial Seed Company. I would assume that buying seeds from a more local, in-state company, I would get seeds that are more acclimated to Oregon, although things that are acclimated to the part of Oregon that Cottage Grove is in would not necessarily be acclimated to where I live, because I live on the east side of the Big Cascade Range, and it is much drier and higher altitude over here. Lots of desert areas. Well, anyway, Territorial Seed Company. And I know you've all heard of this one. They send out a really nice little catalog every year called Johnny's Selected Seeds. And they are in Winslow, Maine. But they have a very good reputation for having good seeds. And I think I did order a few packages of seeds from them last year. And my absolute favorite catalog came today. You guessed it. It's my Baker Creek catalog. You can go online at rareseeds.com, and they have everything online but their catalog is absolutely splendid. It's gorgeous. A gorgeous catalog. Well, this is the free catalog. If you have ordered anything from them in the past, they will send you a catalog every year. Or you can go online at rareseeds.com and request a catalog. They also have a catalog that's bigger than this one, even better than this one, that you have to pay for. And you can go on their webpage and order that catalog. I've always just gotten the free one. They are located in Mansfield, Missouri. But their seeds, they have an absolutely wonderful reputation. There's one other company that their seed catalog is just online, and I've ordered from them too, and they've already put their 2022 seeds online, and that's M.I. Gardner, and he's located in Michigan. So he doesn't send out a paper catalog, it's all online. There's some generic type companies that all have the same address, like Bloomington, Illinois, or whatever, and a whole bunch of different names, and I'll get some catalogs from them, and I've ordered from them, but they, I don't know, not my favorite catalogs. I mean, the catalogs are nice, but the things I've ordered from them have been okay. Anyway, I also should, at some point in the future, although I didn't order anything from her last year, would be Annie's Heirloom. I didn't order anything last year, so I may or may not get a catalog. But you can do a search online for catalogs, seed catalogs, and there will be whole lists of places where you can order catalogs if you want seed catalogs. Whether you order seeds from them or not, in my mind, is a little bit irrelevant, because for me, getting the catalogs is just because I love looking at them, especially this Baker Creek one. It is such a gorgeous catalog. Anyway, that's pertinent to New Year's Eve, because I need to start planning what my 2022 garden looks like. And I'll make more videos about all my plans. I will try to get it all written down. I have a journal that I haven't written in for a long time. I'm probably the world's worst journal keeper. I did really well for a year, or about a year and a half, and then last year it kind of petered out. But I'll try to get into my journal and do some writing in there. What I do is I draw pictures of what I think I want my garden to look like, where I want to put everything that I plant. And that changes several different times before I actually get out in the garden and plant things. So I hope as this new year rolls around tonight at midnight and becomes 2022, that everything finds you well. I know a lot of family are struggling with health issues right now, not just in my family, but in other people's families too. So one of my prayers for the new year is that people find good health, and that people find a way to grow their own food, because if we grow our own food, it strengthens, and eat what we grow, it strengthens our immune system. And if you can't grow something, shop somewhere where you can get good, healthy food. Make sure that you're not eating food that's been grown in some other country, that's been shipped here, or food that has been grown with all kinds of chemicals. Over the years, it's hard to tell what all chemicals we've put into our bodies. But the older I get, the more I realize how important it is to eat pure food that just has whatever food it is in it, and not a bunch of chemicals. Well, I'm going to be fixing some elk round steak for us tonight for supper. Talk about natural food. We had elk tags, but we didn't use them this year. But a friend of ours did, and he gave us some elk meat. And it's very good. So we'll be eating that for New Year's Eve dinner. And tomorrow will be kind of a lazy day. I'll get up and watch it's my tradition to watch the Pasadena Tournament of Roses. All the beautiful floats made out of flowers. I understand it's 133 years they've been having that parade. And wow, that's a long time. We probably won't watch any football. We've kind of lost interest in football over the last few years. But I know a lot of people will be watching football. Anyway, I'm hoping that your New Year's is fun if you celebrate. We're just going to go to bed at our regular time. I know in past years we've been awakened at midnight with people setting off firecrackers, but we've got about a foot of snow on the ground, so whether anybody gets up to do any firecrackers tonight is hard to tell. So we may be sound asleep when Oregon rolls over that clock. But wherever you are and whatever you're doing, Happy New Year. May the good Lord richly bless you. I say that at the end of every video. I should come up with a new phrase for the new year. I'll think about it. If you've got some ideas, let me know. I challenge you to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and make comments. Your comments, whether they're good or whether they're critical, they help me. I would say 99.9% of the comments I get are good and helpful. Every once in a while I get a critical comment, and that's okay. Those are helpful too. They help me know when I've made a boo-boo of some kind. And then I get the occasional random more letters, and I just delete those. Although YouTube is pretty good about deleting them for me. Anyway, I'm rambling on, so I'm going to go ahead and close this video down. And I'll see you next year. Yes, next year. Imagine that. Happy New Year.